pretty crazy because tow surfing it's really hard to track down waves and actually with a jet ski find them and track them down. So it's just that much more difficult without a machine. I give him kudos. I don't know if I'll do that, tell you the truth.
He'll be out there.
Yeah.
That's what this guy always says. I'm done, no more, but then he's out there the next day.
Maybe we should ask Anushka if Ken's going to go out there and surf or not.
Like you said, he always says, I'm done, that's it.
You think that wetsuit that he had up there, the inflatable, could that save lives in something like this?
Yeah, it will save lives in the future.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Isn't it arguable, Greg, that probably saved Shane's life at Jaws, maybe?
I don't think so. I think that was just a time when he was obviously really put himself to the test and using the spark that if it was there, you might as well use it. You know? So that's kind of again one of the arguments of okay, it's there. Are you going to pull every single time? If you can, and it's that easy to change up the canister and get back out there. Why wouldn't you use a little assist to help you to the surface? So, but no, in that particular wipeout, I don't think he was in such dire straits that he needed to have some assistance. Where had he had it at Mavericks, that would have been a different story.
He would have used it for sure.
Yeah.
That day that he.
Scion had it at Mavericks.
He would have used it.
Do you think it would have saved his life?
If he was not knocked out, that's the only thing about that invention, that you still have to be awake. But by far one of the greatest inventions in big wave surfing, surfing in general. It's like snowboarding. They have the same feature in snowboarding now, a blow up parachute type deal. It's pretty much wiped out all avalanche deaths. Only time now that people die of avalanches with that same system, this is the second one that buries them.
Or bodily impact on the
hit a tree or something.
Right.
I'll tell you a little story. At Cortez, I rode a wave one time with Pete, and it closed out, and I'm like, oh god! And it wasn't a top to bottom close out; it was just crumbling. So I knew it was coming. So I took a high line, and I went, all right, I'm gonna try it. And I came fading down, and tried to ride it so I can ride the whitewash all the way as far as I could off the shelf. And I just remember riding this giant whitewash, looking up, going, oh my god, I'm riding a giant whitewash, giant close out. I'm looking straight ahead and seeing absolutely nothing ahead of me, and just remembering, this is unbelievable. I'll never experience that again. Like just. Felt like I was just out in the middle of the ocean. I mean, I was out in the middle of the ocean riding a giant avalanche and trying to go out to the deep spot, just try to get to the end zone. And it did eventually blow me up. And Pete and our ski, we had a huge yard sale and whatnot, but it was just one of the rushes that didn't matter. I was like, wow, that was just something never experienced elsewhere.
Did you, when you, like, how long did it take you to sort of decompress from that mission? You know what I mean? Like, how long did it kind of stick with you? Like, were you still really amped up and, kind of processing, what you saw out there after that first time out?
Yeah, it was one of those sessions. Me and Pete driving back home. Me and Pete had a really insane session at Mavericks, October 28th, 1999, where as big as it ever got towed in. And we were driving home after that going, oh, that's it. We've hit the peak. It's going to be downhill from here on out. We'll never beat this. And then driving back from Cortez going, oh my God, we did it again. But this is it. We're never going to beat this. This is the pinnacle of our surfing careers. And you almost instantly go into a hangover because it's, you know what I mean? It's kind of like you get so excited, and then anybody that surfs big waves experiences that,
Me too, yeah.
I have a question.